So today I was thinking about loyalty, and loyalty's we'll put it this way, it can be a good characteristic to have. But the problem is, people have also been loyal to something that's horrific. Um, I've got a lot of examples in my head, but I'm sure that you can look back in history and see that if people have been loyal to maybe some dictator, talked into something that isn't even human in their actions. So loyalty can be good, but it's kind of like salt. You can use salt for a good thing, but you can abuse it and overuse it, or use it in a wrong way, and it becomes something to look back on and say, I don't ever want to return to it. A bitterness, which is the Job 41:8 clause, as I call it. If you tangle with Leviathan, or the lie of lack, you will never forget it and never want to return to it. So what I've come to understand, that I choose to be loyal to, is to be loyal to love, because God is love, and love is never wrong. Everything you try and love may not necessarily be perfect, but your attempts to love other people and love God and love yourself, those aren't wrong. Those are just practice for what you are made for. We were made in the image of God, and God is love. So when we get to a point where we realize that that's our natural environment, so to speak, that everything we are, both in all ways, physically, emotionally, in spirit, in our souls, everything responds to love, because that's what we were made to be, to do, and to receive. So, you really don't have to teach a little kid to want love or to want freedom. That's why I'm certain that those two things are inseparable. So in our freedom, we can be loyal to something that isn't even true. We can be loyal to the lie just as easily. In fact, the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve were basically talked into being loyal to the lie. Now, they did it out of ignorance, and they did it with curiosity, so I'm not pointing the finger at them and saying that that was all a bad thing, because out of it we're gaining contrasts. So this loyalty thing is really important, that if you feel like you're a loyal person, find out what the best thing to be loyal to is. I mean, you could be loyal to a person that today is kind and loving and honest and real, but people don't know what the future is. So remain loyal to love, and if that person has some trouble or dealing with struggles, and they need that loyalty, be loyal to the love that treats them even when they don't treat you right. I mean, that's really what God's trying to teach us all along anyway. Forgiveness, love without condition, So my whole thought here is, if you're going to pick something to be loyal to, think through it. Understand what is eternal, going to last forever. Love's going to last forever. That's why I'm choosing to be loyal to love. And people make mistakes, so I'm going to take what God said about not putting my trust in man, not as a thing of like people are all bad, but people do make mistakes, not on purpose. Who makes a mistake on purpose? Nobody plans to fail. They're doing the best they can with what they have at the moment. So the whole part for me about being loyal to love is that it's consistent. It doesn't waver back and forth or tossed to and fro by the waves of the sea, so to speak. I think it helped me a lot stabilize in life. So I'm thinking that other people are going to benefit quite a bit from this. And, well, I love you guys.